In October 2022, something extraordinary happened on a basketball court in Las Vegas. The entire basketball world stopped and stared. A teenage player from France stepped onto the floor. The first thing everyone noticed was obvious. He was enormous, about 7 feet 4 inches tall. But basketball has seen tall players before. Height alone isn't shocking. What shocked everyone that night was what he could do with that height. Instead of standing near the basket like most players his size, he was dribbling the ball like a guard. He crossed defenders, stepped back behind the three-point line, and calmly knocked down deep shots. One moment he was blocking shots at the rim. The next, he was bringing the ball up the court like a point guard. Professional players struggled to guard him. Scouts looked at each other in disbelief. And when the game ended, the reaction from the basketball world exploded. NBA superstar LeBron James posted a message online that instantly went viral. Everyone has been called a unicorn over the past few years. But he's more like an alien. Just like that, a new nickname was born, the Alien. But how did a teenager from France become the most talked about basketball prospect in the world? And why do NBA players believe Victor Wembanyama might be unlike anything the sport has ever seen? Victor Wembanyama was born in 2004 in Le Chesnay, France, a quiet town just outside Paris. Athletics were already part of his life from the very start. His father had been a track and field athlete known for his speed and jumping. His mother was a professional basketball player who later became a coach. Victor grew up surrounded by sports. Training, discipline, and competition were everyday life. Interestingly, basketball wasn't the first sport that captured his attention. As a young child, Victor experimented with soccer, running across fields and learning teamwork. He also practiced judo, which helped him develop balance, agility, and body control. Those early sports shaped his athletic foundation. Eventually, though, basketball became his true passion. And there was a very obvious reason. He was growing faster than everyone else around him. By the age of 13, he already stood over 6 feet 10 inches tall. Normally, players that tall are trained to stay near the basket, focus on rebounding, blocking shots, and scoring close to the rim. But Victor's development took a different path. Instead of limiting him to traditional center skills, his coaches encouraged him to learn everything. Dribbling, passing, shooting from distance. First, it looked unusual. Seeing someone so tall handle the ball like a guard seemed strange. But over time, the unusual training revealed something incredible. Victor wasn't just tall. He was skilled. As he joined youth basketball academies in France, coaches quickly realized they were witnessing something special. His height was intimidating, but his movement and versatility made him unique. He could glide across the court with surprising speed. He could control the ball comfortably. Defensively, his wingspan made scoring near the basket nearly impossible. Eventually, Victor joined the youth development system of Nanterre 92, a French professional club. Competing against older, stronger players, he continued to stand out, blocking shots with ease, altering shots without touching the ball, covering half the court in a few steps. Opponents realized attacking the basket against him was risky. Word of his talent spread across Europe. Scouts traveled to watch him play. Many left saying the same thing. They had never seen a player like this before. But for most basketball fans in the United States, he remained a mystery, hype without proof. That finally changed in October 2022. Victor's team traveled to Las Vegas for 2 exhibition games against the NBA G League Ignite, a team of elite young prospects. The arena was packed. NBA scouts, executives, general managers, and coaches all came to witness the teenager everyone had been talking about. From the start of the game, Victor left the crowd stunned. Deep three-pointers, drives past quicker defenders, perfectly timed blocks at the rim. By the end, he scored 37 points. Impressive for any player. Unbelievable for a 7'4" teenager. Clips of his performance went viral within minutes. Fans who had never heard of him searched his name. NBA players reacted online. Analysts replayed the highlights again and again. And that's when LeBron James posted the message that created Victor's famous nickname. He's an alien. The nickname stuck instantly. Because honestly, there was no better way to describe what people had just seen.
Everybody, we're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. No one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful he is out on the floor. That's 7'4", or 7'5", or 7'3", whatever the case may be. His ability to put the ball on the floor, shoot step-back jumpers out of the post, step-back threes, catch and shoot threes, block shots. He's for sure a generational talent, and hopefully he continues to stay healthy. That's what's most important.
So what makes Victor Wembanyama so different from other players? First, yes, height matters. At 7 feet 4 inches, he's one of the tallest players in professional basketball. But height alone isn't enough to earn the nickname the Alien. The difference is the combination of skills. Victor can shoot three-pointers like a guard. He can handle the ball in transition. He can create his own shot off the dribble. Defensively, he can block shots from angles that seem impossible. One of his biggest physical advantages is his wingspan, over 8 feet. When he raises his arms to contest a shot, the basket feels smaller. Players think they have an open shot until Victor's arm appears out of nowhere. Analysts joke that playing against him feels like facing two defenders at once. Offensively, he stretches the floor. Defenders must respect his outside shooting. Defensively, he protects the rim like a traditional center. That type of versatility is extremely rare. By 2023, the basketball world knew what was coming next. Victor Wembanyama would enter the NBA draft. There was almost no debate about who would go first. Teams across the league hoped to draft him. Players with this combination of size and skill almost never appear. Experts called him the most anticipated prospect since LeBron James in 2003. When draft night arrived, it felt inevitable. With the first pick, the San Antonio Spurs selected Victor Wembanyama. The crowd erupted as he walked onto the stage and proudly put on the Spurs cap. Years of training, expectations, and dreams had led to this moment. But along with excitement comes pressure. Being labeled the best prospect in years brings enormous expectations. Fans expect greatness. Analysts expect dominance.
Tell me what this emotion, tell me about these tears.
It's just accomplishing something that I've been dreaming of, my whole life. Hearing that sentence from Adam Silver, I've dreamed of it so much that, I gotta cry, man.
You have been labeled generational talent. So many people are thrilled about your potential in the NBA. Awesome. And you have said that you don't feel pressure because it's just basketball. How do you begin to leave your mark on this league? It's a tough league. It's tough to win this league. Many players have tried to win for years, for decades, and haven't made it. So my goal is I'm going to try and learn as quick as possible because I want to win that ring. Well, you are going to a storied organization in the San Antonio Spurs.
God, I'm a damn Spurs.
You are a Spurs.
Every game becomes a test. Victor has embraced the challenge. He continues to develop his game. Each time he steps on the court, he shows flashes of why the basketball world became fascinated. A block that seems impossible. A three-point shot taller than almost everyone else. A defensive play that changes momentum. Moments like these remind fans that they might be witnessing the early career of a future legend. Basketball. History is full of players who arrived with hype. Some live up to it. Others fade away. The coming years will determine where Victor Wembanyama stands in history. But one thing is already clear. Players his size are not supposed to move like that, shoot like that, or do all of it at the same time. Which is why so many NBA players reach the same conclusion. Maybe the nickname really is accurate. Maybe Victor Wembanyama truly is the Alien. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more incredible sports stories. Sometimes the most unbelievable moments in sports are real, and Victor Wembanyama might just be the next legend in the making. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with another sports fan who loves discovering the next superstar.